Hey, it's Sports Injury Central with your NBA Finals preview. The finals are here, and the Boston Celtics and Golden State Warriors are the last team standing after 3 grueling playoff rounds. So let's see where they stand from a health perspective. For the Celtics, Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart has dealt with multiple ailments in these playoffs. The latest injury, a right ankle sprain, will likely continue to limit his mobility on the defensive end early in the series. Robert Williams III is the other key injury to watch for the Celtics. Our Pro Basketball doc spoke on the fluctuation of his mobility from game to game while dealing with left knee soreness.
Yeah, and from my perspective on that, that's just the way it's going to be till this thing's over, I think. I don't think you're going to see much of a change in that.
Yeah, it's going to be a management issue. He's going to do what he can, and it's been lingering, and now it's getting into the 6-week range, and the pounding of an NBA game. I think you're right. He's going to be up and down, up and down, up and down, and he's going to do what he can. Management issue, but not, and that's why his 6 score will never be in the 90s during this series.
Jayson Tatum suffered a stinger in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and lingering symptoms can be a warning sign of a bigger issue. He has avoided that for the time being, but that may not be the case for the entire finals. Now, as for the Warriors, our docs also spoke on the return of defensive stalwart Gary Payton II and where he's at in his recovery.
So I think he's been fine, especially since he's been able to run and work out and do everything. So wind is not going to be an issue. That's why we have him at a high 6 score. I think he's basically full go.
Yeah. Otto Porter Jr. suffered a left foot injury in Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals and has not seen the floor since. He's reportedly making progress, but the Pro Basketball docs are not convinced he's a lock to play early in the series. And finally, former Finals MVP Andre Iguodala has not played since April 24th while dealing with a cervical disc issue in his neck. He was able to practice Monday, but the 38-year-old will be used sparingly if available in the series. For more updates and more injury news, head on over to SixScore.com.